So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our second installment of The Learning Curve. We decided to give the name of our little project here The Learning Curve because it really is a learning curve for all of us. We're here with Kai and Billy, our two fjords, retired fjord, and our wonderful Iron Mike, who recently came to be with us. He's our Shire, who will soon be going to the university to be trained to drive and do all kinds of wonderful things so that he can become a great ambassador for the working horses that he's representing here at Blue Star and everywhere. So I've been reading lately a lot of Linda Kovenop's work. She wrote the Tao of Equus and a couple other books, and I like her work a lot. One of her most important works, I believe, is a book she called The Way of the Horse, and she describes a lot of horse wisdom in her books, and I really love the way that she brings together the scientific and the kind of mysterious supernatural aspects of the horse to help understand really just how amazing these animals are. So I'm going to stand alongside David here so that, we can just focus on the herd while we talk about the thing I learned today that I find really, really powerful. I didn't really just learn this, and I think all of us are discovering this as we have our relationships with our horses. But I think it's been put really well by Linda, and I've studied today a bit about what she says about it, so I'd like to share it with you. So, there's this notion of like what the horse's real abilities are in terms of their physical abilities, and we talk a lot about their attributes like their eyesight or their hearing or their smelling and how well they use them. One thing that isn't really well understood is that horses can really see really well in the dark. Once they adjust their eyesight, they can see really well. So, and they also move around a lot in the dark, especially on moonlit nights. They're very active at night, which a lot of people don't know. So they're not really afraid of the dark or the unknown type things in that way. They do not refrain from showing negative emotion either. They're not afraid of that part of themselves. They see emotion as information because they're prey animals. They recognize when another herd member is afraid or playful or angry or depressed or resting peacefully. Negative emotions tend to carry a bigger charge because they must be acted on to ensure the herd's survival. So they're paying close attention to any negativity amongst themselves and amongst us. Secure horses, like well-adjusted people, become experts at what is thought of as emotional agility. The ability to get the message behind the emotion, adjust the behavior, relationship, or environment accordingly, then let go of that feeling and return to normal. So they're really gifted at figuring stuff out and then settling and getting right back to homeostasis, normal. And many humans, unfortunately, get caught in the vicious cycle of suppressing and then inappropriately expressing their emotions in unwanted or socially unacceptable ways. Horses recognize and respond to the true feeling behind the facade, which is why it's difficult to hide fear, anger, and sadness in their presence. So, they can see right through us, pretty much, and we're never really fooling them when we think we are, like we think we fool each other. This seemingly mysterious aspect of the equine behavior, however, parallels some of the latest research in physiology of emotional arousal. Scientists have demonstrated that trying to hide emotion not only raises blood pressure and increases tension, it also unconsciously affects everyone around the person. So, we all know what that feels like to be around people that are negative, or when we feel negatives ourselves. Prey animals are finely tuned to this and notice and respond to these changes. The good news is that positive emotions are also contagious with horses. Someone who feels authentic joy or peace in a situation that ensures others, or that unnerves others, can have a calming effect on the whole. So in other words, when you come in feeling peaceful and joyful, whether it's in a room with other guests or whether it's among horses, if you have a calming and joyful approach, they're going to calm and feel better. And horses respond really well to that. While we humans are really just figuring this stuff out, our four-legged friends here have been using emotion as a nonverbal language all along. Sensing at a distance changes in stance, arousal, focus, and intent of the other herd members as well as predators, an ability they easily transfer to the people that are in their presence. So if you hang out with horses, you automatically will start to see things the way that they do, which is really wonderful because it saves us a lot of guessing and insecurity, to be so comfortable in yourself that you can see, what's really going on around you. Horses model a way of being that moves fluidly through states that most people consider transcendent. So in other words, they just flow from one thing to the next with their emotions, which is something that we really value, we really want to achieve. And horses remain grounded and fully present while they're doing this. Horses help over-civilized people reconnect with the wisdom and rhythms of the natural world in this way. So, interacting with horses on their terms encourages a fluidity of human thought and behavior that sedentary 21st century life makes difficult. Horses also model feminine values like cooperation over competition, or relationship over territory, responsiveness over strategy, emotion and intuition over logic, process over goals, and a creative, fluid approach to life. When we respectfully climb onto their backs, walk beside them, and sit quietly in their presence, these animals interrupt the hypnotic effects of human conditioning, giving people unusually efficient access to forms of healing, receiving, and relating they previously considered impossible. So, I think that's really good information for all of us at this time, and I think it's just one of the many incredible ways the horse makes us better, helps us and heals us. And I think this is good information to have. So I hope you enjoyed our second segment. It's cold outside. We're still recovering from the holidays. Will be holding her class at Mindfulness Connections soon, the 17th, I believe.
This first one's sold out.
Okay, so the first class is full, but on the 5th of February she'll hold another class. And I really encourage people that are trying to get to know horses better or even help themselves somewhat to a new kind of therapy to come and do this class. It'd be a wonderful way to discover some maybe really important things about yourself and about our wonderful four-legged friends here. So thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow. And we're looking forward to your contributions. So you'll see a way to add and write up what you'd like to do today when in my posting. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.